Yeah. Way back. Turn the bitch up.
It sounds like Blessing now that I hear it again.
Yeah, who was that? Because it was.
It sounds like Blessing at the start of the song.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. You think that's him?
It sound like him.
That'd be dope. Some
It'll make
Maryland
perfect
connections.
sense. Shit. Let's get started. Welcome back to another episode of Them Football Guys. It's your host, Lord Baba Yaga. You already know what it is. We're back with the tight end. Start sits for week 6. I got Gator with me.
Yes, sir. I'm here and I'm ready to run through these tight ends. Let's get it.
Okay. Before we start, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. It's one of your sources. We on Apple Music and Spotify. We got lives every Wednesday, Thursday, every Thursday, Monday, and Sunday. We got betting podcast every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Friday, Sunday, Thursday, Monday. We got a lot coming for y'all this year. So, fuck with us. Let us know what y'all record is. Let us know if you got some questions for us. We do Q&As. So let's get right into this tight end podcast. What you got for us? What's the first game?
Hey, shout out Black Woj. Black Woj is 0-5 in my league. I want to know how he's going to come back.
0-5 which league?
In my Fort Gator.
Ooh.
But just go take a look at that joke. Like,
I'm gonna take a gander as soon as this joint's over. I like that. It's been a while.
Every time I see that, I'll be like, "Oh man, life is not that bad, right?" Like,
I feel like I'm 2-3 across the board. Weird.
Yeah, that's decent right now. We about to start making our playoff run quick. It's not bad. It's not a bad place to be.
You starting off. You kicking off.
Yeah, let me start off.
We about to hit the 5-minute mark already because my man's sleepy.
That's crazy. London. That's funny. London. Jaguars versus the Bears. Nothing much to say. Cole Kmet, he's not the best tight end, but you gotta have to start him. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a better tight end, which is possible, but I don't. If Cole Kmet, where I got Cole Kmet is all I got. So that's just where I'm at. So B Strange and Evan Ingram. I would be very cautious about it. He hasn't played since week 1. He hasn't played this year. How about that? Not since week 1. He hasn't even played this year. So be very cautious about that. Pitch count potential. Strange. If Evan Ingram doesn't go, I guess Strange is a start, but I'm good off of it. I like the Bears defense. I'm not a big fan of this at all. Let's go to the Commanders versus the Ravens. Now, these are some tight ends I am into, and I think this is going to be like the biggest tight end part of it right now. Zach Ertz, I do like Zach Ertz as a start. Now, likely, we was arguing, Mark Andrews. What do you do here?
I personally, I feel more comfortable starting likely for that boom or bust potential at this point. Either he's going to give me 1 or he's going to give me 16. So at this point, I like likely boom or bust because the problem with Mark Andrews, he hasn't actually had what I can consider a good fantasy game outside of he has a good fantasy game for a tight end, but not for a round 4 tight end. So at this point, I'd rather jump ship and start, gambling on people with higher ceilings. So that's why I likely is the one who's on the start, even though I think both of them are considered sit flexes for me. But a flex tight end is just a funny thing to say. So it's kind of like that's why he just ended up a start sit to be more definitive.
Yeah, Mark Andrews finally gave people a 9, and I was upset. He put 9 on me, and I was very upset. And that's to tell you how bad his season has been going. Let's go to the next matchup. Texans versus the Patriots. There's not a lot of tight ends here. We have Schultz. You probably going to have to start Schultz if you have him. Hunter Henry. If you're starting Hunter Henry, shit sucks. It sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah.
But maybe Drake May will make it better. I don't know. Nobody knows. You're just gonna have to watch and see. But if you're starting Hunter Henry, you probably have to start Hunter Henry, and that's just what it is. Next matchup, we have Browns versus the Eagles, 1 o'clock. We have Dallas Goedert. Of course, he's at this point he's a must start. Njoku didn't have a good game after the injury. You know how you said you like to give players that 1 game grace. Njoku should be better as the season goes on. Eagles secondary is not too good. So give Njoku another chance. Go ahead and start Njoku. Let's go to Cardinals versus Packers. We have Trey McBride. Of course, this is a must start. He is not questionable no more. That's just not updated. Tyler Kraft, I doubted him so much. I wanted to doubt him. I doubted him last year because of Luke Musgrave. This year, I doubted him because all the receiver weapons around him, all wide receivers, and he dropped 2 tubs. I don't know if that's going to happen again. I don't think it's going to happen again.
I'll say this for Tyler Kraft. Well, I thought his name was Tucker Kraft, but I'll say this for
Tucker Kraft. Did I say Tyler?
Yeah, okay, I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. But I will say this: Romeo Doubs is Jordan Love's favorite red zone target. So he was not playing last game. So Tucker Kraft kind of actually got the 2 touchdowns. Even though Romeo Doubs don't be actually getting a lot of touchdowns, he does get the red zone targets. He always gets the first 2 red zone targets every game. So I do feel like Tucker Kraft might not see I'm almost 100% sure he's not seeing 2 tubs this game. But anything is possible in the world of fantasy like shit. So temper expectations with Tucker Kraft.
Respect. Let's go on to the next game. Colts versus the Titans. This is a very special tab that Boogie has made. It's called Tight Ends for the Colts. Sit all of them. We're not going to bother you guys and say their names. We don't know them, and you don't need to know them either. So just sit them. Okonkwo is a sit. Will Levis is so bad. We're struggling with the wide receivers. I don't even want to think about a tight end for the Titans. Wisely.
Sorry, Shane.
Wiley is also another tight end on this team. Probably should have mentioned him. Probably should put a tab for the tight ends for the Titans. Probably, yeah, they definitely need one. But sit everything over there. Buccaneers versus Saints, 1 p.m. We have Cade Otton. He had a good showing. He gave us a 3-game showing of good targets. I think you just stay on that. Stay on the heater. Just keep on going until some shit looks weird. If they're missing wide receivers, if I don't know his name, is it McMillan? If they're missing him, then I would roll out Otton in confidence, really. It seems like when there's a 3 wide receiver set, they don't want to use Otton like that. Ever since they've been out, Otton's been on the heater. Taysom Hill. If Taysom Hill plays, they need it. One thing I can tell you, Spencer Rattler needs Taysom Hill. This is the only way it works. He needs Taysom Hill. If Taysom Hill plays, I think he's a good start. Running back, tight end, even quarterback. He might even get some quarterback snaps, honestly. He will get some quarterback snaps. So I think it's a good start. Okay. All right. Steelers versus the Raiders, 405. The best tight end, probably the number 1 tight end in fantasy football in the NFL. Brock Bowers, he's just been amazing. I don't know if you saw the catch where he mossed Cuz on Denver. It's spectacular. The guy's good. I doubted it. If you got Bowers in the 7th round or the 8th round, I wish I had 1 share of him. Just one.
You can never be too far on one side. You always got to at least invest in highly desirable prospects.
I was on one side with Nico Collins, and now his hammy is broken. His hammy is torn. So I don't know what to say, but yes,
5 games. You could have been on a 5-game winning streak. So
correct. So I can't use that. You're absolutely correct. Pat Freiermuth is always going to be a must start. Unfortunately, it's not the greatest must start, but man, he is a good start. Yaga, you said
I'm starting him over Mark Andrews.
Correct, and you've been doing good. I would say you've been doing good. Even last week, what did Freiermuth get last week?
better than Mark Andrews, I think. Like,
Wow.
if we're to make that a metric, so
Wow. All right, Chargers versus the Broncos 405. Greg Dulcich, I believe he's not going to be playing this game. Hayden Hurst and Will Disley, they need a Chargers tight end tab. They definitely do. These tight ends are not to be started. Don't ever start them. If you start them, you will lose your league. You will lose that week just cause. It's just don't ever do it. Just cause. Kyle Pitts, I picked up Kyle Pitts. I was about to say, next matchup, Falcons versus the Panthers, 425. I picked up Kyle Pitts from waivers. It felt amazing. As much as I trash Kyle Pitts, picking up Kyle Pitts does feel good. I'm not going to lie. It felt great. I felt like I came up on something.
Yeah, no, I think you did.
Great. That's good to know. I don't know. I probably will start him, but probably only this week. And then I'll put him back on the bench, or maybe I'll put him back to waivers.
You won't. You're a fucking guy.
I saw somebody drop Mark Andrews. I saw somebody drop Kyle Pitts. I'm like, I get it, but why would you give me that dopamine to pick him up? Like, it's crazy. But we have Jay Sanders on the Panthers. Don't start him. Tremble, I believe, is injured. He got concussed last game. He went to sleep last game. How about that? He went to sleep. Last game.
He did.
He did. So now he's probably going to miss this game, most likely. But don't even worry about it because you shouldn't start these guys. Lions versus the Cowboys, 425. Best game on the slate. Jake Ferguson is a must start. I saw his stats, Toby. You told me about him before the offseason. You ain't lie. He that guy. He low-key that guy.
He's the wide receiver too for the Cowboys. De facto.
Yes. And guess what? We don't have a run game. So it's actually like a great start. Jake Ferguson, the last 3 games, I believe, double digits, consistency, 10, 11, or some shit like that.
Yep.
Great start. Laporta, we're waiting for Laporta to wake up. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't, but I have Laporta and I'm rolling low. Before the week start, I start Laporta and I feel great. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel really good.
Yeah.
And then as the game is going on, I realize I might just get 7.
I think the game he played last, he got injured when he looked like he might have the potential to have a good game. So hopefully they keep that momentum up, say fuck J-Mo, and kind of roll into that as their, as part of their offense. So I like Laporta this week.
Okay,
especially off the bye.
Bet. Okay. We have a Sunday night football game, Bengals versus the Giants. Not a lot of tight ends here that we really like. Actually, we're sitting all the tight ends here. Gesicki and Eric they're eating into each other's work, which means bad work. That's bad work for a tight end that don't even get enough love. They're literally eating into each other's work. I remember there was a time where Gesicki was an okay start, and he's no more of that. Theo Johnson is still a rookie. He's not really. I mean, he gets a reception here or there. I mean, there's no work. There's no love. So you're good.
There's no food there.
There's literally no food there. Buffalo versus the Jets Monday Night Football should be a good one. Kincaid. As a Kincaid owner, how you feeling about Kincaid this season?
I'm not particularly surprised. Josh Allen being some shit. Kind of was gonna trickle down to all the receiving weapons, but I do feel confident in the idea that Kincaid is proving to be the best receiving option on that team. He's just being underutilized because every time we give him an opportunity, he runs the proper route. He did drop a pass last week that I was like, well, okay, you fucking failed, but overall, I do really like Kincaid. I think he's a must start every week. And that when the offense actually starts to get it together, Kincaid will always be involved. They're giving Keon Coleman red zone targets. I don't really like that, but yeah.
I as a Kincaid owner, I agree with you. It's always going to be a must start. I go into the week feeling really good about my start, and come to find out he might give me 8, and come to find out he still might be a tight end 6-5 the year. That's how this shit is going right now for tight end. Tyler Conklin.
Look at
I
you,
think
Conklin.
I think it's a good start. Rodgers has actually been looking at him, and I thought Rodgers never looked at his tight ends. Well, I was wrong. He's looking at his tight end now. Tyler Conklin is getting a lot of work at the tight end position. I think it's a very good start. For the bench, Knox. I don't know. There was a belief that Knox was going to be more involved, and he's not. He's just not. And it's cool. And that's it for our start sits for the tight ends. That was pretty quick, but as it should be.
So go ahead and sign us out.
I'm about to say, me and Yaga, we gave you guys the tight ends. You know what I'm saying? Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And you can't do that no more. You're going to get fined. They fined you for it.
That's true.
Dick started to do some weird thing when he catch the ball now. He's like, and it's like, don't do the bullet, don't do the shooting thing. But yeah, follow us on IG, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on TikTok. We're everywhere. Hit us. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. If you like the audio, if you don't want to see us, but you should want to see us. But either way, man, me and Yaga, we gave you guys all the star sits for this week 6. Hopefully you guys tap in and win some leagues because we finna. All right, we out.